we got KB Moss sitting in 5. He says, not going to lie, I used to be against it, but now repeal the 19th and make the requirements accountability and an IQ test.
Oh, okay.
What do you ladies think about that, repealing the 19th Amendment?
How about repealing men's right to vote too then?
Why would we do that?
Yeah,
not all men had the right to vote, let's be real. So.
That's 100%
somebody knows the history.
100%.
That's true.
So if women don't get the right to vote, I think like the only reason we got the right to vote is because there was like the beginning of the way things started to like roll towards civil rights.
Enough women owned property at that point.
Women
comment
in
is
the
stupid.
60s and the 70s, women couldn't have a credit card in their own name.
Correct.
No, when they were
that isn't
married, they couldn't do that.
No, when they were married,
No, when they were
needed
single.
their husband's permission.
Oh, okay,
Or
okay,
their
okay,
father's
okay.
permission.
It was
Okay.
right.
The only way that even for like at a certain point, unless you owned property, you couldn't vote back in the day. It didn't matter about anything
or
else.
unless you, and if you were property, then that's a different story too.
That went for men though as well.
Yeah.
So the truth is, men and women, like you needed some stake in the game in order to vote. You needed to own property, things of that sort. And also a lot of men and women, when the country was founded, they couldn't vote and stuff like that. So we're speaking about the 19th Amendment. That's the amendment that gave women the right to vote. Mm-hmm. So what's your ladies' thoughts on repealing the 19th Amendment? Taking away women's right to vote.
Who cares right now?
Does it matter, right? Did my last
who
vote
cares right now?
That's the
Who cares right now?
Pretty sure the
It's a
Starlink
stupid
took it.
comment. Like, oh, repeal.
Okay.
Yo, people are weird.
yeah, no, I mean that's a very.
Do you
People
own
are so
property,
weird.
sir? Would you have been able to vote 100 years ago?
I don't think, I'm just not gonna say anything.
Like,
No,
what?
let's say it.
No, you have. Yeah, you got it. No, you don't have
I
to
need
say it.
I said what I
Yeah, this is comment.
Fair enough. And also, ladies, on this topic, though, when we're speaking about voting rights, now, it is true that, men and women couldn't vote, but men, it was a little bit different in society because men, we have an obligation in society. And one of those obligations is to be in the military. We have to enter the draft, like selective service. That's something that men have to enroll into, not women. So when we're speaking about that, that's some stake in the game. So like, let's just say hypothetically, they went ahead and got rid of the 19th Amendment. And they said, listen, you got to have some stake in the game. Maybe you got to own some property. Maybe you got to be married. Maybe you got to be in the military. You got to do something that's conducive to the country and to the community. Would you ladies be okay with that? Like if in order for you ladies to vote, you actually had to do a duty that would benefit the country.
I think everyone should. Like, I think every vote would matter more if people felt like they had some responsibility towards it.
Okay. All right. What about you?
Right now, no. No. I don't think the conversation around voting right now is no. What voting, and you're talking about voting towards what? Donald Trump? This right now?
Just voting in general. You
Yeah,
vote
no.
for your local elections, your state elections.
I'm okay, right? Yeah, it's very important right now, and it's a joke right now. It's a joke.
Okay, so you wouldn't want that. You wouldn't be okay with that. And what about you? So if it's the case that hypothetically, like, because for the super chat, if they just repealed the 19th, and in order for women to vote, they had to have some stake in the game. They had to do something that benefited the country. Would you be okay with that?
No.
You wouldn't be okay. And why?
Because you're able to have an opinion and you can have an opinion without having to have
Stake in the
assets.
game.
Correct.
Yeah. Anyone can have an opinion.
Everyone can have an opinion.
Yeah.
But sometimes ones.
Then the question is, what makes the opinion valid and beneficial for the society? Does everyone's opinion?
Everybody's
is
opinion
beneficial
matters,
for society?
unfortunately, but it is not beneficial.
Okay, so that's what we're speaking about. So if everyone's opinions matter, but it's not always beneficial, my question is, the only opinions that should matter should be the ones that's beneficial, correct?
Not necessarily.
Okay, why not?
Can I give an example?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a mother who was in a domestic violence situation, who lost her house, who lost her husband, who lost her assets, and so now she doesn't get a right to vote?
Okay, that would be like an exception to the rule. So there's always going to be exceptions to the rule in certain things. But
Correct,
I'm saying that if she just divorced her husband, then it's like, well, if you just divorced them.
But if you don't make exceptions, then what's the point?
But exceptions don't make the rule is what I'm speaking about. I'm speaking about, so What my question is again, what opinions would be beneficial for the country for them to vote?
All of them aren't from males, from men.
Anybody who's it'd be cool if you had to graduate school first.
That's what I was saying.
If you
Like,
could
it
say,
would be
I
good
agree
if-
with the IQ test.
I don't agree with the IQ test because not everyone tests well on an IQ test. But I
don't test well at all.
I think everyone should have a stake in it.
Or not graduate per se, but like there should. I don't know. Can you?
Okay, I'm just
can
saying
write
you
your name on a piece
you
of
do
paper?
think that there should be some standards that should be met then.
An adult.
All right.
Well, that's already.
Yeah.
Yeah, never
Well, that's what
mind.
I'm
Grace,
saying,
what about
that's how
you?
it
What are your
is.
thoughts on this?
That's right.
I don't know. I'm back and forth.
IQ
like
test.
our
Everybody should have.
Grace, how many times have you been able to vote?
At this point.
No, I'm just joking. Probably actually more because of like.
I don't know.
like,
I
having
think
school
yeah,
year
but
left and stuff.
there's men that are not contributing to anything either.
No, 100%.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
Just because, yeah, mhm,
So I don't think. I don't know.
yeah. I think it's a stupid
That's my
question.
answer.
It is a dumb question.
Well,
It
yeah,
is.
Well, actually,
It
ladies,
is.
my thoughts on this, I truly believe that, I mean, the 19th Amendment, yeah, go ahead and repeal that. But I would also repeal, a lot of not just women's right to vote, but men's right to vote as well. And I think that you should be doing some type of duty that's conducive to the country and that benefits the country in some way for you to vote. So whether that's charity work, whether that's community service, enough community service hours, along with maybe an IQ test or some type of test. I think if women get married and they're married I think if you're married, boom, the woman votes and the man votes. I think if you own property, boom, whoever owns that property, they vote. I think that if you abortion free, you have no abortions, hey, you get the right to vote
How
this
would you
year.
know that?
You don't have an abortion this year, you get the right to vote.
How would you know that?
Wait.
All
You're
abortions
saying
are
you're
calculated.
rewarding.
HIPAA.
No, all
You're
abortions
rewarding-
are calculated.
Wait, what?
You said you're
Yes,
rewarding
abortions are
people for
calculated.
not having abortions, like that. That's what you're saying.
Wait, I'm sorry, say that again?
Are you saying you want people to be rewarded for not having abortions?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, rewarded
Yes.
for not having abortions, meaning that if you have an abortion as a woman, you can't vote that year. So
Can the man?
men don't have abortions. We don't have any reproductive rights.
You don't have any reproductive rights.
Yeah, men don't hold any reproductive rights.
Yeah, women can get.
Women hold all of the reproductive rights in America.
With the opinion of Congress.
Speaking into the mic.
With the opinion of Congress.
We
We have
what
no
you mean?
rights.
Wait, what you mean?
Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court, that one, yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
So men is what she's saying.
And yeah, men
We have
control
no
the
say
women's
so. If a
rights.
woman wants to get an abortion, we can't. There's nothing we can do about
No,
it.
it's nothing that men can do
That's what
about
I'm
it.
saying.
And also, if
It's not your body.
no, in every state, abortion is legal. There's not any state where abortion is illegal. There's just different terms.
Right. There's yes, but you say that to the woman in Georgia who was brain dead, and they forced her to keep the pregnancy going until she had her body gave birth.
And the baby.
And her parents didn't want that, but the state made her stay alive even though she was brain dead.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing.
And the
Okay.
baby suffered as well.
Did the
That
wait?
baby
Was
did not
the baby
live.
born,
No, yeah,
Yes.
and it died.
or the
Yes.
baby was born and then it died?
Yes.
What caused the baby to
that's
die?
totally fine. It's like this. If you're hanging off a cliff, should I not grab your arm and lift you up? But I can't lift you up and you still fall. You would still want someone to try to save you. So they tried to save the baby, but
she
they
had
just
a
failed.
DNR.
What's that?
Okay, but the baby didn't have a DNR though.
Yeah,
The baby didn't have a DNR.
Was
So
the father paying child support?
It doesn't matter if
What
the
does that have to do with-
father isn't paying child support. If
Got it.
Because it's such a deep conversation.
no, the baby can still be adopted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like the
don't-
baby can be adopted and
I just
things like
don't-
that.
now ask that. Ask it.
Yeah, ask your question. Go ahead.
What do you know what the rate for children with medical disabilities getting adopted is?
I don't know. What is it?
I'm not sure off the top of my head. I was wondering if you did.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
Okay.
either.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
Okay, so I see the argument you're making. You're saying that, well, there's children that get adopted in the medical rate, did you say?
Children with disabilities
Disabilities. Okay. So
are
there's
likely to spend more time in the system and not always under the best care.
That's
Got
better
it.
than being dead.
Yeah,
Shelby.
exactly.
You
That's
know,
better
also one of
than
my
being
brothers
not alive.
is dead. So like from a situation similar, not an abortion.
Okay,
That's
would you want your
unfortunate.
brother not alive though?
He's not alive.
Was he
said-
aborted?
He was not.
Okay, so then he still had the
A chance.
opportunity to be born in this world and
He
a
never
chance to
had
live.
an opportunity.
Wait, if he didn't never have an opportunity, if he
Because he
wasn't
would-
aborted, then he had an opportunity.
Correct, but there are situations where a child does not have a chance to live or survive, and they're born anyway. Correct?
Totally fine. That's life.
Okay.
That's a beautiful thing.
I understand.
You breathe. You came for 5 minutes and then you died. At least you was here, my little nigga.
You had the opportunity to live. Nobody knows
No one knows
their situation is going to be like after they're born. Nobody knows that.
No one knows 100%.
You know, it's unfortunate. I'm sorry for your brother, but nobody knows.
So what if they did know that?
That they did know that is what I'm saying.
In that situation.
In that
there.
situation,
Well, I need more
you know-
details before I even say anything
okay,
else.
in a situation,
Like the doctor probably knew that he
knew
was
it-
about to pull out a baby and that he wasn't going to have time to live.
but because of let's say abortion's not legal, and now the mother's life is at risk for a child that's not going to make it and who's literally going
because
to
of
be born
medical
to
issues.
suffer.
Because of medical
Yes,
issues.
even because of medical issues.
Miracles happen. Yeah, there's a lot of miracles that happen where kids are born and
Okay, I got a question for you. So if someone gave you $1 million,
Ooh.
someone gave you $1 million, but once you take the $1 million, there are robbers right outside your door.
I don't want that shit.
Real quick. Someone gives you $1 million. It's your house. There's robbers right outside your door. Once they give you the $1 million, the robbers are going to come in and try to take your $1 million. Now, the robbers isn't going to beat you up, isn't going to do anything. They're just going to come in and try to get the $1 million. Do you still want a chance at that $1 million? Yes or no?
Is my life at risk?
Your life isn't at risk. The $1 million is at risk.
Well, if my life, so there is no risk for
There's-
these men
so-
outside besides
so
them
real
coming
quick.
in and
They're
taking
just-
us
they
out.
just want your money.
It's only the money. So
They're going to come in and hurt my hand to take it out of my fingers?
They
You said
would
they're
be-
not going to hurt me, right?
your life isn't at risk.
Okay.
You got it?
Then I'll keep
It's
my
$1
money.
million. Now, what are you going to choose? Are you going to take the chance or are you going to reject that opportunity?
If there is no risk to me, myself, or my loved ones, then I will take an opportunity.
Got it. Perfect. So right there is what's analogous is money and the child's life.
Risk.
So-
Risk was the...
No. What's analogous is money in the child's life. So the child that's being born, well, it's a possibility, maybe a slim chance that, they'll actually live and survive. And that would be analogous to, it's a possibility and a chance that maybe you'll be able to keep your money, you versus the robbers. You'll risk it all for the $1 million.
Did you know that correlation doesn't always equal causation?
This isn't a correlation. This isn't a stat.
You're correlating
an
$1
analogy.
million
It's a
It's an
hypothetical.
analogy.
It's a hypothetical.
Child's
That's an
the
analogy.
point is, you give a kid the chance to survive whatever life throws at him because we don't know how it's going to end up.
Even if the mother
AK
will die or likely die. That's what I'm saying.
No,
like,
exactly. Because listen, you're only
But this
thinking.
goes along with the voting things. We're
real quick,
making
real quick.
blanket statements.
Stop it. I got you. You're only thinking about the mother's life. You're not necessarily thinking about the child's life. So the child is the money. The mother, right, is not around, is not into this analogy. So think about the money that you chose to keep and risk those robbers taking it from you. That's the child's life. The child is there, and it's a possibility that they can lose
Okay.
their life, but it's better for them to at least be born.
So I got a question for you. You're hanging off a cliff. Yeah, you said you have 3 kids, right?
Yeah.
You're hanging off. Are they under 18?
Yeah.
Are they teenagers or like they're like adolescents?
Littles and teenager.
Okay, you're hanging off a cliff, and you and your 3 kids are like they're with you, like they're hanging for dear life, hanging on to you, and you're hanging off a cliff. Would you want the rescuer to save you or the kids?
They're saving the kids.
You get my point. I'm trying to say. It's the same analogy as if the baby was born, knowing that there's a possibility that she may not live, or he may not live.
So same note,
Go ahead.
I have 3 kids. There's a possibility there's a likelihood I will not live, and it's almost guaranteed neither will that baby.
Wait,
Almost
what are you
not
talking about?
100%.
I'm talking about hanging from the cliff. I'm hanging from the cliff. I got 3 kids and a baby. Shoot, am I saving myself and the baby?
No, stop it. His example.
Am I saving myself and the baby, or am I saving
his
the
example?
That's not what I
his
said.
example was someone to save your life or someone to save your children's life. You said, "Go ahead and save my children's life."
Yeah.
Right.
So that's the same thing. Like if a woman is pregnant, right, and maybe it's some disability going on, some medical issues, and it's a possibility, a high possibility that when the baby is born, the baby's just gonna die. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, don't abort the baby because that's still death. Go ahead and, bring the baby full term.
Give it a fighting chance. So that's why I gave you that example, because you said if you were hanging off a cliff with the 3 kids, you said you would want the rescuer, whether it's me or Cooley, to save your kids and let you die.
Yeah.
Can I ask a
It's
question?
the same thing with the child being born that has a high possibility of dying.
Can I ask?
That's a good analogy too. He's good analogy.
So then, can
but
I
she
ask?
still rejects it, bro.
Saying that.
We got Wit Kid Dream sending in $5. He says, "What's up, Cooley and Ease? The Rusty Swing set next to Ease is wild." Yeah, that chick left, bro.
Yeah,
she going. She's probably triggered or something.
I told
but she
you,
left.
That
when I
was
went
a-
to the
that was a
bathroom,
triggering one
she
for
was
her.
going. Wasn't nobody here. So if you like this video and want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.